So you want to tell everybody what's going on?
Well, I put this bike up for trade on Marketplace. This one and the black one there for trade for a trailer. So a 10-ton trailer, gooseneck. And I'd be willing to trade either this black bike, and it's 2012, or the 2004 Custom. And I hadn't had it running since last summer, and I found last summer it had rust in the tank, so I took the tank off, and oh man, it was bad. So I'll show you what I pulled out of the tank here in just a second. Go get this rock out of my shoe. So, darn rock still on my shoe. So, that's what was in the tank.
That came from the tank?
Yeah, I don't get a close-up view of it so they can see it. What it is, don't stick the camera, just get a close-up view of it. This is a liner that they put on rusty tanks. But apparently they didn't clean it very good when they decided to put the... this is supposed to adhere to the rust in a tank and make a new bladder, sort of like on the inside of the tank. But as you can see, that's all rust. So they didn't clean it very well before they put it in there. So all that junk was in the tank, and it was horrible. The carburetor was filthy, and so I got the tank all cleaned up, washed out, and I cleaned it over and over and over, kept sticking my hands in there, cutting up my wrists and my hands. And I finally got it clean, and I put gas in it, and the difference is it looked like water coming out of there compared to that crap that was coming out of there. So, and then got the carburetor cleaned up, put that back together, went to start it, and I didn't want to start, and come to find out I had some loose connections on the start button. It's done more sitting, ladies and gentlemen. Purple bike, it's done more sitting than anything. It's probably has less than 5,000 miles on it since it was built, and the reason why is because, well, I don't know why, but all I know is it doesn't have very many miles on it. And since I've had it, it's done more sitting than anything. But today I got it started up. I mean, I couldn't very well put it up for trade without it running. So it's running, but I don't have no brakes now. So I guess I'm gonna have to get some new master cylinder. So that's what happens when you let a bike sit.
Interesting. Well, you have anything else to say before we sign off?
Well, I don't know if y'all heard it running.
No, I didn't get the camera in time for that.
Well, let's see if we can get it fired up for you before y'all say goodbye. If it'll fire, we'll give it a try. Go. It probably can use a carburetor adjustment, I'm sure. This battery, I got it's 310 cranking amps off the internet, and it was no good. It didn't last 6 months. And anyway, so the red one's not up for trade, but the black one and this one I got up for trade. If it happens, I don't know. One guy wanted me to trade a 91 Electric Glide, and it's being redone, repainted and everything. I said, well, send me some pictures of it and tell me what you got. He said that it was being redone, new paint, top end had been done, and he's putting new cases on it, side cases and so on. Now, bikes aren't very valuable right now. Lots of things aren't very valuable. Motorcycles, Harleys are not very valuable right now. Trucks aren't very valuable right now. And but if you can look, see, let me see the camera. Since y'all are here, check her out. So she's nothing but jewelry, ladies and gentlemen. This bike is. She's jewelry. If you can ever get her running, get her on the road, she's gonna be fantastic. That's right. Fantastic. She rides real good too. I've taken her out. I took AJ out for a ride. It's got a center shock up underneath it. It needs to be adjusted a little bit because when we went around a corner, we dragged that pipe right there. That was a little scary going around a corner dragging your pipes. And so, but anyway, she's back up and running. Need to order some master cylinders, one for the front and one for the back, and probably a battery, and I think she'll be ready to roll. Hit the highway. Looking for adventures. You know what I mean? Yeah, have a wonderful day. I haven't had any jobs, any calls on Marketplace for the forestry mulcher, and we haven't heard back from Kentucky Western. Ruthie called up today, and they said it's over to the department that does all the background checks and stuff, and so we'll hear from them when we hear from them. Meanwhile, no money's coming in, so I also have the head unit on the skid track loader, the forestry mulcher. I got it up for $15,000. The way I see it is, if it ain't making me no money, I might as well put it up for sales. If I can get 15 grand, I can go buy some buckets and some grapplers and stuff and use the rest to get back on our feet and get on down the road. And maybe, I don't know, I don't want to be back into trucking, but I got to do something to pay the bills. And so you guys have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun wherever you are. God bless. And
later.
peace of a later.